Right, so what's it like to be a wrestler?
Well, I'll tell you, it's almost 21 years of professional wrestling for me in my life, and I think that being 35 years old and starting so young at the age of 14 and training since the age of 8 years old, it's been part of my life. So this is like a dream come true to me. And anybody that says or that has dreams as a little boy growing up, saying I want to be an astronaut or I want to be a policeman or a fireman, dreams do come true because I'm living proof of it.
What were your biggest memorable match?
I would have to say one of my most memorable matches was, and this happened, well, actually, I just had flashbacks maybe 5 minutes ago. It was in Washington, D.C. It was a SummerSlam event, and it was a ladder match, Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. And on the top, there was a briefcase hanging with the papers holding custody of Dominic, yeah. And I don't know why, but that just came up to my mind right now, and I was like, wow, that was a really good match. Knowing that I have to face Batista next Sunday in Washington, D.C.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good. So, what's your sporting hero? Do you have a sporting hero at all?
Besides wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I like to experiment. And when I was a kid, you know, I would skate a little bit. I tried surfing, soccer, football. So now when I travel with my family and we go a lot to Hawaii with my kids and with my wife, I like to go in the ocean a lot and I like to surf. And during the winter time, I have snowboards, so we go snowboarding too. So I like to mix it up. I love football, American football, and I love soccer. So you could say I have a variety of different sports. Yeah.
As well. What were your debut match against?
My very first match ever.
Yeah.
It was 1990, and it was against a wrestler called Gatónico. And Gatónico means like a cat man. And I was wrestling under the name of the Green Lizard. And it was outside of a church, I remember very clearly. There were maybe 80, 100 people. And it was in the parking lot of a church. So it was pretty awesome. My payday, though, that day, I got paid a sandwich and a soda.
So did you actually beat him, or?
Yes, I did. I did
good.
beat him, and it was nerve-wracking. It was tense. It was emotional because I had been training for 7 years, and all I wanted to do is be able to wrestle in front of a crowd. And that day, I got the chance to do it, so it was awesome.
What is it like when you come out of the curtain?
That's a very good question. And a lot of people ask me, do you have any type of ritual before you go to the ring? Or is there anything that you do, listen to music? Yeah, I do listen to my music. I normally have hip-hop, rap, and a little bit of rock. I always say a prayer. The tension, the butterflies in your stomach, you know, I still have that sensation from day one up to now, right before I walk out to the curtain. Once that curtain opens and I hear the pyro, bam, and I come out and I raise my hand, everything just like floats away. And I feed off of the crowd. You know, I love that energy that the crowd gives me, the response, the cheers. There might be a boo here and there. Ray, we don't like you. It's okay.
I've never heard a boo.
Really? I've had, and you know what? It's the fans being honest. They like you or they don't like you, they're gonna show it, you know. And to me, that's really cool. That means that they're coming to an event and they're letting you know what they like, and they're being real. But yes, I love, once I step out that curtain, everything just goes away, and I'm in focus mode.
Does it hurt to be a high flyer?
Yes, it does, very much. Precisely right before we came on this tour, a week ago from yesterday, last Monday, I went in to see my doctor, and I have a torn ACL and PCL on my left knee, which I've had an ACL tear 5 times already. So I've had 5 surgeries on my left knee, and one bicep tear on my right arm. Thank God and knock on wood, no broken bones. Never felt that. But you know what? My body is beat up. It hurts. My neck, my back, my lower back, my shoulders. It takes a toll on you, especially the high flying moves. But in my case, wrestling the bigger guys, I feel like it's twice the strength every time I get slammed, every time they crush me. You know, all those little details that limit me to take it another step further. But that's the love of this sport.
What did it feel like to win the World Heavyweight Championship?
That was the best feeling in the world. You know, sometimes you always say, God, I can't wait to have my first match. Wow, I can't wait to be in the first main event. Wow, I can't wait to have my first title. And you know, when the opportunity came and I became world champion, it was unexplainable, man. It was the most incredible thing you can imagine, because of the fact that you're going down in history for that. And I want to say that I was the first cruiserweight to hold a heavyweight title, Hispanic, and wearing a mask. So I think I've made history there, and that's awesome.
What was it like to win your first ever WWE Tag Team Championship with Batista?
That was a great feeling. That was really awesome, because Batista and myself have great chemistry, or had great chemistry. We watched each other's back. We knew how to protect each other. You know, when it came down to moves, he was right there. He helped me a lot. His size and my quickness was a perfect combination. So I had a great run with him.
What did it feel like to see Batista lift the Great Khali at Unforgiven to win the World Heavyweight Championship?
That had to have taken a lot of strength, and I've known Batista for quite a while, and I've wrestled Batista and I've wrestled Khali, so I know how powerful both men are. So you know, I have to say without a doubt that I give credit to Batista for doing what he did. He's just a big guy and very, very strong. Yeah. And you have to have the knowledge on how to take care of a giant like Khali.
Now, this one might be a bit different. It's not to do with the general knowledge role, but did it hurt when Batista mentioned Eddie?
Yes, it did. Try to reason with him, and I try to squash everything and leave everything behind. But apparently, he has a grudge against me, and at the moment when I mentioned Eddie's name, I thought that maybe that would make him think twice and give in. But apparently not, and you know, it really hit me hard when he said Eddie was dead, and it wasn't about that. It was about him. So deep down inside and personally, I felt betrayed by Batista.
He's not dead, Ray. That's the truth.
I know.
He's not.
I know that.
What did it feel like to drive Eddie's car in the Royal Rumble match 2006?
I tell you, it felt like, and I know that I had Eddie in my side. As I was driving out, I know that Eddie was right next to me, you know, enjoying the moment with me. So, being said, that I had him next to me, it just gave me so much emotion, so much strength, so much energy, so much positivity to go out there and win the Rumble.